There we go. That's what we're looking for. So let's see what they get up to. There's a whole spread of young ones out there, all the cubs spread out in the shade. And that's what those other females were moving for, so nothing to do with the buffalo further to the east that Charles had there. It's just that they were just joining the rest of the group. Guys, it's getting very warm out here. It's probably in the low 30s already. It's only 9 o'clock. I think it's going to get quite hot today, but it's going to be interesting to see what these lions do. Most likely not much until the afternoon. Got some nice shade there, a little marula tree that's got enough leaves to provide cover for them. And they're all spread out there, so most likely just flick their ears and chase flies away until it gets a bit cooler in the afternoon. There's another youngster coming in. Look at that eye. Well, again, we haven't had a specific count of all of them, but just from what we've seen sort of as they were moving around and as we were moving around through all this bush, it looks like about 5 females at least. And then the 9 bigger cubs. We still haven't seen the new ones, the very little ones that we've heard about. This is the group we've seen a few times over the last month or two. Nkuhumas. It's going to be interesting to see what the future of this pride holds over the next year or so. Hopefully we'll get to see them more and more often. They've got a lot of young mouths to feed. It seems the pride itself, all the females and the males are up for that task. They're very successful at hunting buffalo, big prey, lots of food, enough to feed themselves and the youngsters. You can imagine as these little lions grow up, when they're a year and a half old, they're eating almost as much as an adult. So it's a lot of mouths to feed. But that part looks good. I think the main concern is going to be the Nkuhuma males, if they can keep their territory, if they can keep dominance, keep other males out, especially these Mapocho males, 4 males that have been coming around. We haven't seen them, but from the other game drives, heard about them. They tend to come in more from the south and the southeast, even the west. So basically the whole southern section of the Nkuhuma's territory, they're right on that boundary, and they do come in. Them or other males, any other males that come in over the next year and a half to 2 years even, will be a very, very real threat for these cubs. So it's going to depend largely on the Nkuhuma male's ability to occupy and keep their dominance in this area. Obviously they'll do that literally to the death. They've got a lot of little lions running around that's genetically linked to them, and that's what they want to protect. So the only way they will let other males in here will be literally over their dead bodies. As I think there's a good possibility all these cubs, or most of them, will grow up. Another reason why a lot of young lions often perish is because of food. And like I said, these Nkuhumas are very, very good at hunting big prey. So I think that side of it at least is covered very well. See, there's one lioness, Rob, but I hope she keeps coming. Just moving through the back there. Just saw a bit of movement. Oh, some of the youngsters are getting up, going towards her. And what are they going to do now? Let's see. No, I don't think they're going to want to do too much. Hoping that lioness walks a little bit so we can see her. Just in the minutes we've sat here, last 15 minutes or so, I can feel the temperature climbing probably by about 1 or 2 degrees Celsius already. So don't expect them to do too much. Well guys, we're coming to the end of the drive, just watching the batteries there as well, and very, very glad we got to see these lions. I thought we might only have to try and see them this afternoon. I think this is pretty much what they're going to do this afternoon. Between us and the guides, I'm sure they'll be picked up again, and we'll see what they do later on. Maybe they head up towards Buffelshoek Dam for evening for a drink. So we're going to see what happens this afternoon. Thank you for joining us on this morning drive here at Djuma. From myself, Peter, from Rob and Cameron Haley in the Live Control Center. Have an awesome day. Enjoy the waterhole. We'll see you this afternoon. Cheers.